Hey everyone, welcome to Wild Breakaway. Wes Walz, Audra Martin here with you tonight following a 4-3 win for the Minnesota Wild, a come-from-behind win after they found themselves in a 2-0 deficit after the first period. Rattled off a couple of goals, and it's a big 2 points on the season-long road trip. I'll
tell you what, it didn't look pretty early. The Minnesota Wild, the first 10 minutes of the game, really handing the puck over in the defensive zone. Had a difficult time putting 2-3 passes in a row together and found themselves down by 2 goals. And when the second period started, it was a completely different team. They took the play to the Arizona Coyotes. Were able to score 3 goals, played outstanding. And for me, what I liked the most out of tonight's game was the way they played in the third period. They did have to spend some time in their zone. This is a really good Arizona team. They knew that they were going to spend some time in the zone, but there was no panic at all. I thought Devin Dubnyk looked really, really sharp in net for the Minnesota Wild in the third period, and they were able to get a gigantic 2 points tonight out in Glendale.
Very nice win. 10 different skaters finding the score sheet tonight. Goals from Mikko Koivu, Kevin Fiala, Matt Dumba, and Ryan Hartman. The power play goal coming from the captain, Mikko Koivu. And despite being outshot by the Arizona Coyotes and really dominated by them in the faceoff circle, but it is, like you said, Wes, a big 2 points for the Minnesota Wild, and they hung on to that 4-3 lead in the third period, and Bruce Boudreau was not concerned about that one getting away from his team.
It didn't feel like a Dallas situation. I felt we were in control. Even though we had a lot of turnovers in our zone, I thought we played the right way without the puck in the third period. And when you do that and when your goalie's making big saves for you, good things happen.
So the Wild will now finally wrap up the season-long 10-day, 4-game road trip Tuesday night as they take on the Kings. A late game starting at 9:30. So join us for Wild Live at 9 o'clock here on Fox Sports North. It's a LA Kings team that, man, they are struggling. Really can't get things going offensively. We also saw them lose in big fashion to the Minnesota Wild not too long ago. That was a dominant 5-1 win on home ice for the Wild. Yeah,
and they lost again tonight. So that's 7 out of 8. This is a team that's really struggling. Jonathan Quick has just not been the goaltender that we've seen here over the last 10 years. Has kind of hit a bit of a wall. I'm not sure exactly why. He's not a He's not a small goaltender, but I mean, he's just, for whatever reason, has not been able to find his game. They've got some high-end players, but I wouldn't be surprised as a general manager. Rob Blake is the new GM. I know he's kept some of his guys that have been around a long time kind of in the loop about the plans. I wouldn't be surprised if they're a team that starts to sell off, but that's their problem. The Minnesota Wild have a great opportunity to get 6 points out of a possible 8 on this road trip before heading home to play 3 out of 4, and this would be a really big confidence booster to this club coming back to St. Paul if they were able to pick up this win here in a couple nights. They're going to enjoy probably a day off tomorrow in LA. Enjoy the sun. Make sure you don't get sunburnt and just take care of yourself. Give yourself the best chance to pick up an extra 2 points here at the end of this trip.
LA sun, I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Well, I
was out there with our corporate.
Yeah.
I was out there just recently, and man, it's pretty nice.
All right. Well, we'll see if the Wild can cap things off on the road with the win Tuesday night against the Kings. We hope to see you then. Until then, for Wes Walz, I'm Audra Martin. Thanks for joining us tonight on Wild Breakaway.